businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions, including writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media management, multimedia production, consultation, and more to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Hi friends, welcome to the Patriot Ice Center for the 2022 Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game between the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks and the Interboro Buccaneers. James Witherite flying solo on the Delaware Hockey Night airwaves here on this Monday evening, March 7th, 2022. Ice is currently being resurfaced in advance of this game. Looks like we're going to be at about a 7:05, 7:10 start time. I know some of you in your calendars had a 6:30 start time, but due to ice maintenance, that start time's been pushed back a little bit. Seahawks and Buccaneers alike are ready for the warm-up, and as soon as this sheet of ice is ready to go, the teams will take the ice and we'll bring you in for the start of this Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game just prior to opening introductions. Looks to be a good one with the Interboro Buccaneers victorious 3-2 over Hodgson in semifinal action, and then the DMA Seahawks in a barn burner defeated the Harrington Havoc North 10-6 in the other semifinal, with Andrew Henry leading the way with 7 goals. So we'll take a quick pause as the ice maintenance finishes up here at the Patriot Ice Center. When we come back, we'll determine the Delaware High School Hockey League champion of 2022 as the DMA Seahawks and the Interboro Buccaneers square off, and it's all brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers.
Over the past 25 years, Colonial Motors has connected countless Delawareans with pre-owned cars to satisfy every purpose and budget. Find your next vehicle at one of 3 convenient locations or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions, including writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media management, multimedia production, consultation, and more to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The future of Delaware hockey is here. First State Ice Hockey is committed to growing the game, raising the bar, and building better, more complete youth hockey players in and around Delaware. Join the movement of one state, one goal.
Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good evening to you all. Welcome to Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Championship Monday in the Delaware High School Hockey League, as the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks, after upsetting the Harrington Havoc North, earned a spot in the finals against the top-seeded Interboro Buccaneers, who won an overtime thriller against Hodgson on Thursday night in their semi. James Witherite flying solo on the play-by-play for this Monday evening matchup between the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. Seahawks victorious over Harrington 10-6 in semifinal action, as mentioned during the pregame. Andrew Henry with 7 goals, amassed 6 in pretty quick order through the first 2 periods, and then kicked the convert in the third to put a bow. You like that, Mike?
I do.
On a 10-6 victory, meanwhile, the Interboro Buccaneers eked out a 3-2 overtime win over the Hodgson Silverbucks to earn their spot here. Without further ado, let's head inside the glass for tonight's opening introductions.
Starters or everybody?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all and welcome to the Patriot Ice Center for the 2022 Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game between the visiting team, the number 3 seeded Delaware Military Academy Seahawks, and the home team, the number 1 seed, the Interboro Buccaneers. In advance of this evening's championship game, let's meet the players. We begin with the visiting team, the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks, coached by Joe D'Angelo. Number 4, Alessandro Sanchez. Number 5, Noel Curry. Number 7, James Saint-Fleur. Number 8, Evelyn Hill. Number 11, Colin Beeman. Number 12, Danny Garvin. Number 13, Dave Hoffman. Number 16, Christian Sanchez. Number 21, Jonathan Garvin. Number 22, Liam Bouchard. Number 28, Joey DiPiero. Goalie number 35, Justin Marvel. Number 88, Marina McCann. Number 97, Hunter Rice. And the captain of the Seahawks, number 2, Andrew Henry. And now, the lineup for your Interboro Buccaneers, coached by Tom Akins. Number 6, Gio Rhodes. Number 11, William Pazoniak. Number 12, Carmine Esposito. Number 7, Justin Davis. Number 21, Anthony Allegrini. Number 24, Colin Bauer-Smith. Goalie number 32, Connor Pilla. Goalie number 35, Andrew Henderson. Number 34, Brian Rose. Number 40, Landon Ford. Number 41, Gabe Reefer. Number 52, Brett Linker. Number 96, Dominic DiNapoli. Number 97, Chase Sammartino. Alternate captain, number 2, Ryan Barrett. Alternate captain, number 15, Damian Davis. And the captain of the Interboro Buccaneers, number 28, Bobby Bridges. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the Delaware High School Hockey League, are referees Chris Castagliola and Steve Cannon. The linespeople are Bill Records and Ken Deming. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located behind the Interboro goal as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we're set to go in Delaware. We'll have to give Mike Bonnick a private concert.
There you go. That'd be fun.
We'll hear from Mike a little bit later on. He's hanging out with us in the broadcast box tonight. Kevin Christensen, our videographer, helping us out behind the scenes. And the first period of tonight's game is brought to you by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players in and around Delaware under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more about all they do to grow the game by visiting firststateicehockey.com. The stage is set for the championship game. Here in the Delaware High School Hockey League, William Records will administer the opening face-off. And it will be the high-flying Andrew Henry. To take the opening draw for the Seahawks. No, it won't. Colin Beeman's lining up for this opening face-off across from Gio Rhodes. And off we go. Championship Monday is underway. Seahawks gain the Interboro blue line immediately, but off that opening draw, Dave Hoffman was slowed up mid-zone. Puck rolled in behind the Seahawks goal. It was pushed up the right wing boards by Gio Rhodes. Beyond the reach of Hoffman, held in at the right point by Damian Davis, wearing number 15 in Interboro white. Interboro, the home team here in this championship contest, clad in their home white sweaters, gold sleeves, reminiscent of the Pittsburgh Penguins of the 1980s. The Delaware Military Academy Seahawks in their away Navy kits, moving left to right from our vantage point in the first period. Stretch pass originating from the Seahawks line from Garvin, fired up to Dave Hoffman, dumped in behind the goal, held in at the right point, briefly so, by Garvin before Rhodes pushes it across neutral territory and gives it away to DMA captain, the high-flying Andrew Henry. Here's Henry up the middle, into a one-on-three, he shoots. That chance blocked away by netminder Connor Pilla for the Buccaneers. Rebound contested in neutral territory, fanned on by Jonathan Garvin, and the first shot for the Interboro side comes off the stick of Brett Linker. He was denied on the welcome mat by Justin Marvel from that 15-foot wrister. Linker leaves the puck back inside his own blue line. Ahead it went to Rhodes. Long shot caught and dropped by Marvel. And this will be an icing against the Seahawks. 100 seconds into the contest. Face-off will come to the left. Of Marvel. Long shot from the right point off the stick of Davis. Turned aside, and it looks like we had a bit of a clock malfunction. Apparently the clock continued running through that first stoppage. for a good extra 12 seconds, and the San Martino chance from the left point was well off its target, taken away by Evie Hill. Advanced to Danny Garvin. He's angled to the far corner of the Interboro zone by Davis. Hill battling away in the trenches. Maintains the puck. She's bodied behind the net. Took a high hit there from Dominic DiNapoli. Kept on ticking though. Hill pops back up on her feet. Joins the play as Damian Davis takes aim again from the top of the right circle this time. Arena McCann vying for the rebound. Saint-Fleur into offer bodily pressure to Ryan Barrett, and McCann accelerates up the right dots, ricochets the puck off the near boards, thrown in from just over the line by Danny Garvin, and the Seahawks will get some fresh legs on as we hit the 3-minute mark of the first period of a scoreless championship game between the Hawks and the Bucks. Failed breakout pass here, originating from Jonathan Garvin inside the DMA blue line, and it goes untouched further up. Tried to connect with Danny Garvin, but ultimately to no avail, and with the icing we end up back in the DMA zone with 13 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first period. Delaware Hockey Night TV brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. You can reach Heather for a consultation at 302-565-6132. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases. Partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers, and proud presenting partner of Delaware Hockey Night TV. Linker regains the puck for the Bucks in neutral territory, plays it across to his right, Esposito. Bodied off the puck by Beeman as soon as he got it away. The headman pass sailed beyond the reach of Brian Rhodes. Henry couldn't bring it free as Linker lifted his stick just before the DMA blue line. Centering pass, Gio Rhodes scores! Gio Rhodes has put the Buccaneers on the board 3 minutes and 52 seconds into the game. Brian Rhodes with the helper, 3:52 into the first period, and it is 1-0. Interboro out for the early lead here at the Patriot Ice Center on Championship Monday. Interboro goal. His first of the championship game, scored by number 6, Gio Rhodes. Assisted by number 34, Brian Rhodes. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 52 seconds in the first period. Gio Rhodes from Brian Rhodes at 3:52. And that information for goals and penalties, as made available to us in the press box, will appear just under the score bug in the upper left-hand corner of your DHN TV screen. Since we've last covered Delaware High School Hockey League action, a number of broadcast improvements on our end. Working on a brand new operating system. Shiny new graphics for 2022. At our main studio across town at the University of Delaware is equipped with full instant replay capability. So, man, we've made some leaps and bounds on the production side, and happy to show some of them off here for you tonight. The Damian Davis backhand shot under pressure from Saint-Fleur trickled wide. Davis recovers in neutral territory. Puck taken away by Henry, falling over the stick of Davis. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against Interboro. And the whistle of Steve Cannon sounds. A trip called with 11 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first period. Justin Davis off for tripping at 5:43 in the first period. So for the Interboro Buccaneers, it's off to a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Interboro penalty, assessed to number 7, Justin Davis, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes 43 seconds in the first period. Davis 2 for tripping at 5:43. Puck cleared the length of the ice by the Buccaneers. In the youth classifications, that would be an icing. However, here in high school classifications, according to USA Hockey rules, that on a penalty kill still allowed. And we're joined here in the press box by one of the area's fine veteran USA Hockey officials, Mike Bonnick. Mike, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me this evening.
So this being, in USA Hockey parlance, a rule change year. Every 4 years there are updates to the rule book. One of the things that we've all had to deal with this season is juggling rule books between classifications. Here we saw illegal icing on a penalty kill. That's one of the things no longer in the youth classifications, but here in high school hockey remains.
That is absolutely correct, and I think it's the new rules had a tough start, but I think the teams and players have adjusted quite well, and we see a much faster game, more skills, and a lot of flow throughout the different levels.
I'd say really the only exception to flow is with in the youth classifications, automatic offside being reinstated. But aside from that, we've seen, like you said, a lot more skill, a lot more speed, and credit to the players, credit to the coaches all around for adjusting to the new standard of play as far as body contact with respect to the purpose of a check.
Absolutely, and I think you see a much better focus on the play, a much better focus on establishing positioning and going for the ultimate objective of putting the puck inside the net.
We'll check back in with Mike Bonnick throughout the course of the game to discuss a few of the ins and outs, what we're looking for, and try to help you at home. For those of you who may be new to the game, gain a little bit more of an understanding of how the game works, because let's face it, there are a lot of little nuances to hockey that can be overwhelming, especially for new fans. So we'll delve into this championship game a little bit here and there throughout the proceedings. Mike Bonnick, great to have you on board with us here tonight.
Great, it's a pleasure. Thanks again for having me.
Nearing the halfway point of the first period, holding the left point for the DMA Seahawks, Joey DiPiero. This puck taken away. This will come back an icing with 8 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Interboro leading the way over the DMA Seahawks. Saving for retirement and planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses across America do just that for their workforces, crafting and administering qualified pension plans. And there's a DMA goal. Colin Beeman tracks down a loose puck on the doorstep, and he punches it past Pilla to make this a 1-1 hockey game. We know it was Colin Beeman with the goal. Waiting on word for the assist from the off-ice officials.
11-2-13.
And with some help, we've got that information for you. Beeman with the goal. Henry and Hoffman with the helpers. Here's Henry looking for a second. His shot goes high and wide and bounces into the rafters, out of play. with 7:43 to go in period number 1. We're tied up 1 aside. Delaware Military Academy goal. His first of the championship, scored by number 11, Colin Beeman. Assisted by number 2, Andrew Henry. And number 13, Dave Hoffman. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 41 seconds in the first period. Beeman from Henry and Hoffman at 8:41. Sammartino plays the body on Rice. The 97s converge behind Pilla's office. Saint-Fleur winds up from the left half wall. That shot sticked aside into the near corner, chased down by Rice. Rolled back behind the Interboro goal. Corralled by Danny Garvin's backhand, but under two-ply pressure. Left to Saint-Fleur at the left point. Long shot off its target. McCann pinches past Pizoniak, reaching in to offer aid. Rice in the middle of a two-a-side battle gives way to Brian Rhodes. Rhodes stick handles to 15 feet below his own blue line. Advanced the puck up the wall to Barrett. It was punched away by Saint-Fleur, held in by Rhodes, taken away by Evie Hill, but not cleared. Shoveled by Sammartino, rather shoveled by Rice in front of the DMA bench. The length of the ice from a good 20 feet behind center. And this will come back an icing with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first period. As Stompin' Tom Connors said, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Colin Beeman and Gio Rhodes to square off to the right of Marvel, who has saved 5 of 6 shots faced so far this evening. His counterpart 178 feet away, Connor Pilla, has also saved 5 of 6 to this point. The Esposito shot from the right point was blocked. Gio Rhodes tries to corral the puck behind the net, is checked away from it by Joey DiPiero for DMA, and Colin Beeman recovers for the Seahawks. He threw the puck ahead to Dave Hoffman, who made skate contact with it 3 feet before the red line. From there it went untouched and comes back an icing with 6:11 to go in the first period. We're tied up at 1 aside. And again, the face-off will take place to the right of DMA netminder Justin Marvel. Rhodes hand Beeman again. Beeman shovels the puck off the far boards. Picked up now by Henry, waiting for Hoffman to tag up. He does before letting the shot go. This deflected into the netting and out of play with 5:58 remaining in the first period. 1-1 we remain. Attacking zone draw for the Hawks. And this whistled a false start off the faceoff. Rhodes replaced in the circle by Justin Davis. Davis wins this faceoff. Damian Davis caroms the puck behind his own net all the way to the DMA blue line, where Hoffman regains control for the Seahawks. An Andrew Henry backhand pushes the puck where there's time and space along the near side, centering feed. Belt high, sails well beyond the reach of Hoffman. Is picked up and now walked forward by Rhodes through traffic. He's hacked at by Henry. Puck dumped into the far corner. In comes the body of Joey DiPiero to slow up Rhodes' progress. Back at center we come with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game from the Patriot Ice Center. Esposito mishandles the puck. It's pushed back in over the Interboro line by Beeman. Taken away up close, nearly cleared out by Davis. Long shot from DiPiero at the left point, sails quite wide. Rhodes plays the body on Jonathan Garvin in front of the Interboro bench. Buccaneers up the other side after the separation of player and puck. Work back from our right to our left. Another giveaway sets up a DMA chance. but to no avail as this is iced by Joey DiPiero with 4:41 to go in the first period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware offers brisket, pulled pork, and barbecue chicken 6 days a week, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. To place a catering order, head to sidsbbqandjerky.com or visit them Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Allegrini turning, shooting after gaining the slot. Denied by a glove save from Justin Marvel. Fresh legs on all around for the Seahawks. Buccaneers are pretty much going to stand pat. One fresh player coming on, that's Damian Davis. Draw to Marvel's right, thrown in lazily, wide of the near post. Puck contested high in the zone, swatted in by Brian Rhodes. It wobbles behind the cage and is cleared out the other side by Noel Curry for the Seahawks. Beyond Henry's reach, it's played back into neutral territory by Davis. Saint-Fleur throws the body on DiNapoli, and he's going to get rung up. Interference on James Saint-Fleur with 4:11 to go in the first period. This at 12:49 in the opening frame. So a Colonial Motors power play awaits the Interboro Buccaneers. You too can score on the Colonial Motors power play. Visit one of their convenient Central Delaware locations, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com. DMA penalty assessed to number 7, James Saint-Fleur. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes 49 seconds in the first period. Saint-Fleur, 2 for interference at 12:49. Rhodes challenged by McCann at the near point, lost the puck. Davis offering aid, held the zone. Cycle to Gio Rhodes in the near corner, played below the goal. Back it comes to Gio. Puck blocked by Henry. Up the right boards, he comes into a 1-on-3. Henry tries to backhand it under duress from the right point after gaining the line, but it was picked clean by Damian Davis and walked back the other direction. Davis ricochets the puck off the backboards, chipped off the backhand then of Joey DiPiero, clearing the puck out of the house. Intercepted by Henry and pushed clear beyond red, where Davis again recovers for the Buccaneers with just inside 3 minutes to go in the first period. The linker shot ends up in Marvel's glove, and we've got a pause in play with 2:50 to go in the opening period of a 1-1 hockey game. Interboro raining shots on Marvel here in this Colonial Motors power play. 38 seconds remaining on the Flower penalty. And Justin Davis in for the attacking zone draw, but he gives way there to Dave Hoffman. Evie Hill launches this clear. Damian Davis corrals and carries the puck up ice for Interboro. He crosses to the near side, challenged by Hill, who slows him up considerably. The other Davis, Justin, tried to line up a shot from center point. Evelyn Hill blocked that lane too. Long shot from the right point, intercepted. Chipped by Jonathan Garvin up the left wing boards. He's slowed up at center by Esposito. Winding up Justin Davis from 63 feet. Denied by Marvel, and 2:05 remains in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. The Saint-Fleur penalty has been killed off in its entirety. solid penalty kills on both sides so far, Mike. The chances are there, and the goaltending took them a little time to warm up, but it seems like both Marvel and Pilla are starting to find their groove.
Absolutely. I think both clubs have settled into their style. DMA likes that fast breakout, and they do great forechecking. And the Interboro club, they do a great job of setting up, coming out of their zone, and moving that puck around in the attacking end to get the good shot.
Of course, DMA, the standout being Andrew Henry. He's accounted for 30-some goals this season in Delaware High School Hockey League play. No single standout on the Interboro team, but Tom Akins has plenty of depth that he can work with.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think that one of the nice things with DMA is that even though Mr. Henry's done a great job putting the puck in the net, he's a very unselfish player, and that team does a great job of working together.
Down to the final 80 seconds of the first period here at the Patriot Ice Center. Long shot from Brian Rhodes. Waffle boarded up in the air by Marvel behind the net. That was his 13th save of the game. Damian Davis holds the left point, dodges Henry. McCann tries to slow up that pass. Centering feed hit Gio Rhodes. A little bit too hard, though, for him to handle. Davis, far side. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. With another centering pass, and the shot from Rhodes was tipped wide. Loose puck picked up by Liam Bouchard. He tries up the middle to hit Danny Garvin with a breakout feed, but to no avail. The other 12, Esposito, backhands it in behind the DMA goal as we enter the final 40 seconds of the opening period of play. Saint-Fleur winds up. This will be an icing. 31 seconds to go in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. And the face-off will take place to the left of Justin Marvel, who has stopped 14 of 15 shots so far tonight. Henry in for the draw, with an assist so far this evening across from Justin Davis. Davis muscled to the far half wall by Hoffman, dumps the puck in low. Gives it away to DiPiero, thrown up the far boards. Henry converges with Bridges vying for it. Bridges stole the puck. It's carried now up the far side by Allegrini. Shot turned aside again by Marvel. Rebound controlled by Davis at the near half wall. Damian Davis rolls it back in behind the net, gives it away to Garvin, and the first period has reached its conclusion. Through one period, the score: Delaware Military Academy Seahawks 1, Interboro Buccaneers 1. We'll take a pause here on Delaware Hockey Night. It's all brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers.
2 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions, including writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media management, multimedia production, consultation, and more to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night. Presented by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. We're 1-1 through 1, and this second period is brought to you by the Hooper family. James Witherite bringing you the call of this championship game between the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks and the Interboro Buccaneers, and we'll be joined periodically by special guest, veteran USA hockey official, and a fella that I'm happy to call a good friend, Mike Bonnick. Teams change ends for the second period. Seahawks moving right to left. McCann with a breakout pass to Henry over the center logo, taken away by Brian Rhodes. Not cleanly advanced to Gio Rhodes. Here comes Brian in again. Drop pass to Linker, shooting from just outside the right dot. Puck is loose after the Marvel save. Getting the rebound and lofting this, or trying to loft it free, was Henry, but he rings that puck into the rafters, out of play. 52 seconds into the second period. Shots just raining down on Justin Marvel through that first period. 16-6, the Seahawks were outshot by the Buccaneers, but Marvel's more than held his ground, Mike.
He absolutely has, and I think they're going to have to do a little less passing for the breakout and do a little stronger just out of the zone play.
Hawks clear off the draw. Puck steadied by Pilla, left to the far corner, and recovered by Damian Davis. So far, clean game.
Game's been really well officiated, and the players know what's at stake, so nobody wants to have that brand on them.
And this here an offside against the Interboro Buccaneers, as the puck was propelled and then played over the blue line by a Buccaneer without everybody exiting the zone first. You can probably explain it better than I can, but what is it we say? Once you get offside and icing, you've become a hockey person.
Yes, that's a difficult concept because it's different than a lot of games.
Net front scrum in front of Marvel, but he stands tall to freeze the puck. 85 seconds into the second period. That for him, save number 17. My goodness gracious.
Forechecking to keep those shots coming at that goalkeeper.
Davis tries to steamroll forward off the draw. Heavy Hill clogging up the slot. Puck rolls to the far corner. Barrett launches into Garvin. And we've got a player down after that hit at the far wall. That hit did not look good from the moment Ryan Barrett laid it. Jonathan Garvin receiving attention on ice as the quartet of on-ice officials deliberate to determine what's being enforced. And as you heard Steve Cannon say, Ryan Barrett's going to head off for boarding. Which, according to the USA Hockey rulebook, is automatically at minimum a minor penalty with an attached 10-minute misconduct. We'll be back momentarily here on Delaware Hockey Night as Jonathan Garvin continues to receive attention on ice. A minute 38 seconds into the second period. It is 1-1. Back inside the Patriot Ice Center, and Jonathan Garvin, after being driven into the boards with that high hit from Ryan Barrett, has been helped off to the dressing room. And the Seahawks heading to the power play. A minute and 38 seconds into the second period. More information on the penalty has now been made available to us by official scorer Chris Heitzhaus. Let's listen in. Interboro Buccaneers penalty, assessed to number 2 Ryan Barrett, 2 minutes for boarding, plus a 10-minute misconduct. Time of the penalty, 1 minute, 38 seconds in the second period. Ryan Barrett, 2 minutes for boarding, plus a 10-minute misconduct at 1 minute, 38 seconds in the second period. So a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill is set to begin for the Buccaneers, as Beeman scraps to control the draw. Saint-Fleur holds the left point for the Seahawks. He tried to advance the puck to Hoffman, that's taken away and lofted up ice, where McCann recovers for DMA. Up the right wing boards it goes to Andrew Henry into a 2-on-3. Henry, blue attire, popped right back up on his feet, stays with the puck, posts up behind the net. Tries to set one up right on the goal mouth for Beeman, but to no avail, and out come the Bucks the other way. The Sevens in a race for the puck, Davis and Saint-Fleur. They get tied up. Saint-Fleur puts on the brakes to minimize contact after Davis gets rid of the puck. Here's Henry back the other direction. He walks in, shot a little bit off target, got his own rebound in the corner. Centering feed to Beeman, mishandled right at the top of the paint. McCann couldn't hold center point. Here the other direction comes Bobby Bridges for the Buccaneers. Net front headman feed to Davis. Resulted in a close range shot which was easily handled by Marvel. Tipped to the near corner with half of the minor portion of the 2-10 to Barrett complete. James Saint-Fleur, in his first year in Delaware, hailing from New York, walking up the middle, trying to set up the Seahawks attack again. Henry driven back to center to regroup. This will be offside with 13:54 to go in the second period of a 1-1 hockey game. There is a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, writing and editing services, social media consultation, public relations, and how about this? Multimedia solutions like the broadcast you're watching right now. Head to 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. Hunter Rice bulldozes through traffic, slowed up 10 feet from the cage. Follow-up chance from DiPiero. A slap shot rings off the back glass. Rice tries to handle the rebound, but he's overpowered deep in Interboro territory. Damian Davis backhands the puck around the far corner. Esposito can't play it out. It's held in by Bouchard at the right point. Now taken away. Lost in the skates of Gio Rhodes. Slammed back by Evie Hill as far as the Interboro blue line. Rhodes shot. There's his second. Gio Rhodes lights the lamp a second time. And it's 2-1 Interboro. Carmine Esposito with the setup for Rhodes. And 3:54 into the second period. The Interboro Buccaneers have reclaimed the lead. It is now 2-1. Interboro Buccaneers goal, his second of the game, scored by number 6, Gio Rhodes. Assisted by number 12, Carmine Esposito. Time of the goal, 3 minutes and 54 seconds in the second period. Rhodes' second from Esposito at 3:54. DMA penalty assessed to number 2, Andrew Henry, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes and 14 seconds in the second period. Henry 2 for interference at 4:14. So the Buccaneers are back on the Colonial Motors power play, looking to extend their advantage further. Linker's shot from center point, waffle boarded into the back glass by Marvel. Race on for a loose puck back to the Buccaneers blue line. It's corralled by Davis, who easily won the race over Beeman to get there. Here's Linker back up the right wing boards. Hard shot and in! The Buccaneers strike on the Colonial Motors power play. And boom, just like that, it's a 3-1 hockey game. Brett Linker all the way on the power play goal. Puts the Buccaneers up by a pair. Interboro Buccaneers goal, scored by number 52, Brett Linker. Time of the unassisted power play goal, 4 minutes 39 seconds in the second period. Linker, his first of the game unassisted at 4:39. Coming up to the 5-minute mark of the second period, the onslaught of offense from Interboro. 22 shots to DMA's 9 have helped propel them to a 3-1 lead, Mike Bonnick.
Yes, indeed. I think you're starting to see the depth of Interboro take over the hockey game at this point in time. And DMA definitely is going to have to get their legs back in order to come back into this game at this point.
In a lot of ways, and I don't mean this in a disparaging way at all. I've got a ton of respect for all of the players here on the ice, but it seems like, comparatively speaking, Andrew Henry's a one-man wrecking crew in some ways.
He absolutely is, and I think they've done a great job on the Interboro side. They try that far breakout mid-ice to Henry on each play, and Interboro's done a great job of cutting that off in the middle.
They read that. They've really done, like you said, Mike, and to build on that, they've done a good job of containing Andrew, double-teaming him, triple-teaming him. Yes, they leave a 4-on-2 or 4-on-3 elsewhere, but whenever you look at it from a risk-reward standpoint, if you can get Henry out of the play, things can start to happen.
Absolutely, and the other side of that is you burn a lot of energy going up and down the ice without the puck.
Net front chance. There's another goal. It comes from Anthony Allegrini on the welcome mat. 6 minutes and 5 seconds in. The Buccaneers are starting to edge away. It's now 4-1. Damian Davis with the helpers, 6:05 into the second period. And DMA is going to take their timeout. Timeout, Delaware Military Academy. So 6 minutes and 5 seconds into the second period. The Interboro Buccaneers in a tour de force so far. Up 4-1 over the Seahawks.
Yes, I think their depth is coming through at this point in time. We're starting to see them run some fast lines. They're doing quick breakouts out of the zone, and it's forcing DMA to, especially on the big ice, to really back check at a high intensity level.
Advantage on the bigger ice, I would say, certainly goes to a team who's conditioned to skate, who can move the puck well and force the other team to have to cover a lot of ground and ultimately tire themselves out.
Yeah, absolutely, and one of the good pieces of the Interboro game is they play really good positional hockey. Stay wide, move the puck out quickly, 3-4 passes are down the ice.
And here, 3 second period goals. The tone of this game certainly in favor of the Buccaneers as we.
Yes, the next goal is going to be a real important goal. It's a big goal, whoever scores.
Interboro goal, his first of the game, scored by number 21, Anthony Allegrini. Assisted by number 15, Damian Davis. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 5 seconds in the second period. Allegrini from Davis at 6:05. And another attacking zone face-off for the Bucks. Linker holds the zone. Andrew Henry tried to chase that puck down but couldn't work free. Cleared by McCann, brought back in up the far wall by Damian Davis. He can't run the gauntlet. Beeman steals the puck, floats it beyond center, but gives it away again to Esposito. Ricocheted off the near boards beyond Damian Davis's reach. Corralled deep in DMA territory by DiPiero, played out the far side. Henry double teamed at center. And that's the thing, Mike, somebody has been on Henry every time he's on the ice at all times. You've never seen him open at all game.
Absolutely, and that's a good part of the strategy that Interboro has employed in this game, and it's certainly worked to this point. Plus, Henry has to do a lot of back checking.
You remember those Salesianum Eastern matchups of yesteryear where Max Kuznetsov, who's now playing at Canisius in their NCAA D1 program. How did Salesianum defeat Eastern? They put a guy the whole game on Kuznetsov, and they effectively rendered him out of the play.
Yeah, absolutely. And it takes its toll, regardless of how great a condition you're in. It does take its toll when you're the only guy out there.
Henry with 2 shots, both denied by Pilla, winding up at the left point. Di Piero launches a shot in from the left points, and it goes into the netting and out of play. And how about this? Jonathan Garvin's back to the bench after he got his bell rung early in the period. Videographer Kevin Christensen letting us know that Garvin is back among the ranks of the Seahawks. That's always something we like to see, Mike.
Absolutely, and that might give them a little spark. He's a good player and certainly does a great job for the Seahawks.
Davis bulldozing into the Seahawks slot, denied on the welcome mat by the glove of Marvel before careening into the net and dislodging it with 9:08 to go in the second. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. As an aside, I don't think I've seen anybody hustle back to the bench nearly as quickly as Evelyn Hill did there.
She hustles all the time, Evelyn.
And you know Evelyn. I know Evelyn, like us, when she's not playing for the Seahawks, when she's not playing for her club team, she moonlights as an official too, and she's doing a great job.
She does, and it's great to have more ladies in the officiating program, and she certainly has a bright future ahead of her, whichever direction she chooses, or both, hopefully.
And as far as officiating goes, if somebody out there wants to become an official, what do they need to do? What goes into it?
Well, the first thing is go to the AAHAofficials.org website, and all the information you need is there to give you how to become an official and a lot of information about officiating in general. So it's pretty awesome that we have that available, and that's on the screen now for all of you that are interested in officiating.
And there's a call against the Buccaneers as we see the roughing signal from Chris Castagliola. .804 to go, and Gio Rhodes is sent to the infraction chamber for 2 minutes of shame. Ruled guilty of roughing.
Key time of the game now for the Seahawks. They really need to convert this power play to bring it to within a 2-goal lead for the Interboro program.
I would think if they're able to get some momentum here, the intermission can serve to help them, especially as Interboro's really dominated the last 10 minutes of the game.
They certainly have, and again, really strong forechecking on the Interboro side of the ice.
Interboro penalty, assessed to number 6, Gio Rhodes, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes 56 seconds in the second period. Rhodes 2 for roughing at 8:56. But back to our earlier conversation about becoming official. We'll get back to that in a little bit, as here Brian Rhodes winds up for a shorthanded goal, and if the wind had already not been taken out of DMA's sails, it probably was just there.
That certainly was a big goal by Interboro in terms of the future of this game.
Brian Rhodes.
He's had a big night.
Short-handed goal. That was his first, but he's certainly contributed in a big way off the score sheet too. Seahawks with a power play for still another minute and change. In comes Henry. Leaves the puck behind his back to Saint-Fleur. Shot through traffic. unable to be directed in by Beeman. Henry winds up, stick saved by Pilla, denies him. Beeman tries to negotiate some space for the wraparound. This is popped in on the doorstep. And the Seahawks score on the power play to bring it back within 3.
Yeah, I think that puck was kicked in by 52 from Interboro. He went to block the puck, and off his skate it went into the cage.
So it's a good goal.
And it's a good goal.
And a power play goal to boot.
That's a real big goal for the Seahawks at this point in the game. 6:46 left in period 2.
I know after games we've officiated together that we'd always talked about how we both wanted to call a game together. We always wanted to come up and see it from this vantage point. And, you know, Mike, it's a treat to get to watch a game with you together as opposed to 100 feet apart.
Oh, totally agree. And, you know, the many times that you've worked the games that I've officiated, I've always admired your work. And I've also watched the video cast, and it's just great being here in the booth. You're a great guy to work with, and I'm just so glad that you're a part of our officiating program also.
Well, you know, you're a big reason that I became an official, and even though I've been sidelined for the past couple of years, until the pandemic dies down, hopefully for good, hopefully sooner than later. It's a lot of fun. It's really helped me, I think, as a commentator too. Andrew Henry with a shot, held on to by Pilla, and he freezes for the stoppage with just under 6 minutes to go.
You certainly make a great contribution to the game, both on the ice and the work that you do up in the booth doing the announcing of the games and the video cast of the games. It certainly spreads a good game around to a lot of different people, which is great.
I think the goal for a lot of us is, okay, how do we leave the game in better condition than how we found it? And between the work you do as an official and educating new officials, me being one of those new officials just a few years ago, and between bringing this game into your homes wherever you may be, I think all of that put together, at least the hope is that we leave the game in a better place.
Absolutely, and a lot of it comes down to attitude and commitment, and you have a great attitude, and your commitment to it is really unbelievable. And you know, you're always prepared, which to me, preparation is the key to anything to be a success.
5 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the second period. We're waiting on the goal information on that last DMA goal. We'll get that from Chris Heitzhouse downstairs.
Hey,
and we'll pass that along to you. Actually, Chris is going to get that to us up in the press box here momentarily.
13-2-21.
That net front tip was from Dave Hoffman. Thought that was the case, but we wanted to make sure we got it absolutely right for you. Henry with his second assist of the game. And the Seahawks are back within 3. Delaware Military Academy goal, his first of the championship game, scored by number 13, Dave Hoffman. Assisted by number 2, Andrew Henry, and number 21, Jonathan Garvin. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 14 seconds in the second period. Hoffman's first from Henry and Garvin, a power play goal at 10:14. And how sweet it is for Jonathan Garvin coming back into the game and getting an assist on DMA's second goal. 4:20 to go in the second period. This will be an icing against the Buccaneers. Fresh legs on for both sides and operating under the philosophy of one state, one goal. First State Ice Hockey is the new leader for youth hockey player development in and around Delaware. Learn more about their classes, clinics, everything they do at firststateicehockey.com. Shot from Flower through the slot. Held on to by Pilla for another pause in play. McCann unable to hold the zone. Gives the puck away in the neutral zone to Allegrini. Allegrini crosses to the left side, dodges a check from Saint-Fleur. Now the puck is thrown back in by Sammartino after McCann cleared. Delayed offside. Everybody tags up. Saint-Fleur able to stretch the puck ahead to Danny Garvin, setting up a shot from the top of the right circle. This held by Pilla for the pause in play. With 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the second period of a 5-2 hockey game. Interboro still with that 3-goal advantage, and it's a pretty comfortable one, but the Seahawks back where they want to be in the attacking zone. And Henry cocked, locked, and ready to fire from the outside.
Yeah, the Seahawks have definitely picked it up here in the last few minutes. It's good to see Garvin back, and I think that's helped them a lot in terms of the depth that they need.
Henry muscles through the slot, turns, shoots between Esposito's legs off the pad of Pilla. That puck is directed to the far corner and subsequently cleared by Rhodes. McCann ahead to Beeman, up the left dots, and now to the corner he comes. He mishandles the puck. Esposito takes it away, tips it beyond Hoffman's reach. Now on the stick of Brian Rhodes. This is rolled back behind the Interboro goal where Captain Bobby Bridges advances it to Davis. Beyond his reach, McCann hustles back to her own blue line to recover for the Hawks and turn play back from right to left. Henry chips the puck up the middle to Beeman. Beeman bodied down on open ice. Clean hit there by Bobby Bridges. The fans in the corner had their arms up, but they didn't have orange armbands on, did they?
Well, they must have had a question with that right arm up in the air.
Well, nobody called on them.
Nobody called on them, not at all.
Maybe we can recruit them.
They would be good for us. You know, I'll tell you, one good thing Interboro's done is they've kept DMA wide. A lot of the shots DMA gets are from way outside, which is easy for the goalie to control. If
Interboro can force DMA outside the dots, that's 70% of the battle right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Davis shot from the right dot in traffic, batted away. Esposito holds the right point. This one wobbles over the crossbar into the glass. Looked like Marvel got a piece of it too as we work our way to the final 2 minutes of the second period of a 5-2 hockey game. Esposito through traffic sticked away. Loose puck corralled by Henry in the near corner. Rhodes with the forechecking heat. This puck wobbled up ice to Evelyn Hill, who overskated it just at the blue line, taken away by Davis. Turned back to the DMA blue line where McCann volleys it back. Esposito's going to slow down the Interboro attack now as we head to the final 100 seconds of the second period. 5-2 the score. Buccaneers leading the Seahawks in the DHSHL 2022 championship game. Davis stripped of the puck by Henry below the DMA goal. Andrew Henry off his backhand, floats the puck ahead beyond the reach of Hill. He races it down, tries to center high in the zone to Danny Garvin, but that pass was broken up. Here are the Hawks again. Garvin bodied off the puck just shy of the Interboro blue line. Henry offered aid, worked the puck back to Danny Garvin, who wristed it in from 70 feet, steadied by Pilla, and we're inside the final minute. Less than 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. It doesn't happen often. We were a little bit late on the 1 minute warning. And Rhodes is off for roughing with 42 seconds to go in the second period, and the DMA fans quick to chant, "You can't do that."
Well, it's going to be an interesting power play. DMA is going to get a clean sheet of ice to have some substantial time at the beginning of 3.
That's Rhodes again for roughing as the Buccaneers head to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill once again. Interboro penalty assessed to number 6, Brian Rhodes. Geo Rhodes, correction, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 17 seconds. In the second period, Geo Rhodes, 2 for roughing at 16-17. 31 seconds to go in the second period. And then a much-deserved intermission for everybody, Seahawks and Buccaneers alike. The advance of Justin Davis was slowed up. Saint-Fleur advances the puck to center, tipped on by Henry. Close to red. Icing waved off. Davis tried to slap the puck behind his own net free. Taken away by Colin Beeman. Final seconds of the period tick away, and the horn sounds. 2 periods in the books. And as we head to the intermission, the Interboro Buccaneers have the comfort of a 5-2 lead over the DMA Seahawks. This is Delaware Hockey Night, and it's brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions, including writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media management, multimedia production, consultation, and more to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers through 2 periods. It's been all the Interboro Buccaneers. They're up 5-2 over the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks. Second period goals from Gio Rhodes, Brett Linker, Anthony Allegrini, and Brian Rhodes have lifted the Bucs to a 5-2 lead over the Seahawks. James Witherite, special guest in the broadcast booth, Mike Bonnick, hanging out with us here on Championship Monday, and we're having a blast, Mike.
It's been a lot of fun, and I'll tell you this, with a clean sheet ice, a little bit of rest, and minute 17 to put something together. If DMA can convert, they can't do everything all at once, so you got to get one at a time and break this period into like quarters. So this is a big penalty power play opportunity for DMA right now.
You know what, Mike? 17 minutes? That's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time, and again, you don't want to try to get it all at once, and you got to break it into those little sections and really convert on your opportunities, because They've increased their shots on goal up to 21 now, so they've had a little more action.
They had 15 in the second period.
They got to work it inside. They got to get inside that zone and work inside in front of the net.
Justin Marvel between the pipes for DMA so far has faced 29 shots. He has saved 24 of them. His counterpart at the other end, Connor Pilla, has stopped 19 of 21 to this point. Our videographer, Kevin Christensen, giving us a look at both netminders as William Records drops the puck to start the third period. It is brought to you by the Ostrander family. And off we go in the third. DMA with 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the power play. Here on this clean sheet of ice, as Mike Bonnick mentioned, to start the third period. One of the downfalls of the clean sheet of ice is the puck slows down in the water. The quickest way to move it, not necessarily to pass it, but to carry it. And DMA's got plenty of guys who can do that and gals who can do that too. Here's James Saint-Fleur lofting the puck in over the blue line, batted aside by Pilla to the far corner, chased down there by Dave Hoffman. He backhands it in below the goal to try to set up Colin Beeman for a potential backdoor feed, not to be though. Through the slot again, reaching for the puck, Beeman couldn't push it past Pilla on the doorstep, and we've got a stoppage, 48 seconds into the third period, half minute to go on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Buccaneers. Beeman lining up for the draw to the right of Pilla, and he'll do so across from Brian Rhodes.
To me, we should have done that before the period started. I'm not going to stop. I will. It's up to you guys.
Looks to be some concerns over the ice raised by the DMA side. Looks like there are some puddles here and there, and Mike, you heard that discussion a little bit better than I did, a little bit closer. What was the concern from the DMA bench?
The concern is the puck's not moving, but if the ice is wet from the cut, you need to do that before the period, not to, if you will, give an advantage to a team simply because the ice is wet.
In
so
addition
they're
to that,
better off to play. They should have stopped at the beginning of the period and let it dry for a few minutes
given it a couple
versus
minutes to
stopping
dry
it during
and
the period. Correct, that's right.
But it's also one of those things that both teams suffer the same disadvantage. So
exactly right.
There's
exactly
no
right.
advantage gained. It's a lot like whenever there's 50-50 contact and we either don't make a call or send both guys to the box. There's no advantage one way or the other.
Absolutely, and it's that old adage, they're both playing on the same rink.
Henry pickpocketed just inside the blue line. Puck walked by the other direction. Brett Linker taken away again. Henry recovers for the Seahawks. He loses this puck just inside his own blue line to Rhodes. The shot from Esposito wobbles wide behind the Seahawks goal. Corralled in the near corner of the DMA zone by Jonathan Garvin. Played up the near side, held in barely at the point by Damian Davis. Given away and cleared into the netting by Joey DiPiero with 2 minutes gone in the third period of a 5-2 hockey game. The Interboro Buccaneers with a solid penalty kill again, keeping this a 3-goal contest. Justin Davis across from Liam Bouchard as the Seahawks call upon their second line to try to push back from left to right. DMA in their away navy blue sweaters here on Championship Monday, moving left to right in the third period. Interboro, the home team clad in white, traveling from right to left. Bouchard steals the puck, tries to backhand it free, but Bobby Bridges kicks it in from the left point. Now it's pushed back into neutral ice, where Davis scraps alongside Bouchard to try to regain. Davis wrists the puck beyond the reach of Ryan Barrett, chased down in the near corner. He and McCann converge. McCann blew a tire. Davis steps up with a shot from the left dot, blocked in heavy net front traffic, rifled clear by Danny Garvin, and this comes back in icing with 14 minutes and 17 seconds to go in regulation of a 5-2 hockey game.
Big kill. That was a big penalty kill by Interboro, and they did a nice job of keeping that puck wide, clearing the zone, and really forcing DMA to start deep each time and not get set up.
And Interboro all game, same thing. They've been controlling the area between the dots, and that's been the story.
It certainly has, and they play a wide game, especially on a big rink, which forces a team that's behind to do a lot more skating.
Something I need to do, Mike. A lot more
Trust
skating.
me, we all do.
And I've been on the bench for the last 4.5. I haven't been on the ice since November.
Trust me, it's like riding a bike.
Oh, you don't want to see me do that either.
The other day I was thinking, when I was 2 back in 1923, that's when I first started skating. So it's been a lot of ups and downs, that ice rink for me over the years, that's for sure.
And of course the game was in black and white then too.
And it was outside.
Linker high slot. Leaves the puck to Brian Rhodes. He was bothered 30 feet out. His shot was offline. Henry gains the rebound, but his breakout attempt was blocked down. Saint-Fleur does well to stay with Linker up close and disrupt his chance from point-blank range. Henry skates his way to his own blue line, tried to connect cross ice with Beeman to no avail. Linker's re-entry bothers. Saint-Fleur lost his bucket trying to body Linker off the puck. The shot wobbles in and is covered by Justin Marvel for another stoppage with 13:15 to go in period number 3 of this DHSHL championship game. The top-seeded Interboro Buccaneers trying to coast away with it, but time has not yet run out.
Tell you one thing we've forgotten to talk about is a nice crowd tonight for both clubs, and they've really enjoyed the game.
After spending most of 2021 with no or minimal crowds in the rink, and even we were broadcasting from a studio last year, Mike, to be back here to have this atmosphere, even though I'm still calling a game in a KN95 and we see some masks still throughout the audience.
But we're here, which is
We're
nice.
here, and it feels like hockey.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, the atmosphere with the crowd, there's nothing like it. And the players feel it, the officials feel it, and it just makes the entire event that much more interesting and more fun for every participant.
I know I told my wife a few months ago, I can't wait to be yelled at by some individual outside the glass that I missed an icing. And oh, how comfortable that'll feel to have that experience again.
And yes, we will thank them.
Henry's shot, stick saved by Pilla. McCann winds up. She was blocked from 30 feet.
See, again, Interboro's keeping DMA to the outside, and those are very, very difficult shots to get through.
I mean, of course, Henry's shot is wicked, but he hasn't been able to get the angles because he's been pressed to the boards, like you said. Here come the Bucks again. Davis couldn't connect cleanly with Rhodes. That pass broken up at the DMA blue line by McCann. Now the ice has dried significantly. Henry set up Dave Hoffman looking for his second. Shot from 15 feet. He was able to work into the slot more or less, but Pilla stayed with him. Follow-up shot, Henry from downtown Wilmington. Denied on the welcome mat as well. This comes back in icing with 11:47 to go in the third period of a 5-2 hockey game, and it's that time we've got to
pay the bills.
Exactly. We've got to pay the bills and feed the stomach. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Make them the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Brisket, pulled pork, barbecue chicken. You like barbecue, Mike?
Oh, you know what? I like any kind of food, and barbecue is one of my favorites.
And you know it goes well with red wine.
Oh, it goes well with red wine, absolutely. To me, everything goes well with red wine.
You and me both, Mike. But yeah, Sid's Barbecue and Jerky, they cater. Variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite along with the meats. Visit them, SidsBBQandJerky.com. Pay them a visit at Suite C26 at the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. They're open for takeaway lunch every Monday through Saturday. Mike, you gotta go.
And we need to bring it to this booth, my friend. Need it up in the booth.
We'll work on that. We'll bring some to the room, too.
Oh, that's fine. Post-official dinner. There you go.
6 minutes elapsed in the third period. James Witherite, Mike Bonnick. We're having so much fun, it's probably not legal, but here we are anyway, bringing you this championship game tonight. Damian Davis holding the right point for Interboro. Launches the puck in from long range, swatted aside by the outstretched paddle of Justin Marvel. Here's Henry up the right wing boards. Past center, he angles toward the slot, is stick checked by DiNapoli. Disrupted, he chased the puck down, set up a backdoor feed to Beeman, which was high and wide.
That was a big, big opportunity that DMA missed with that open corner.
Saint-Fleur to Beeman, ahead further to Henry. This puck rolls on its rib to the far corner of the Interboro zone. It was handled there by Damian Davis, worked ahead to Justin Davis. Henry takes it away, couldn't backhand it in cleanly. Follow-up shot after he gained a better angle from 40 feet, was deflected into the back glass by Pilla. This cleared as far as the DMA blue line where Henry recovers. Henry, pursued by Justin Davis, turns on the Jets, but Davis pickpockets him. Davis stripped of the puck just the same. Henry left it in the far corner where Beeman recovered for the Seahawks. 9:45 to go in regulation. Interboro 5, DMA 2 in the Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game here in 2022. This is the 6th DHSHL Championship game that Delaware Hockey Night has brought to you either via radio or now via Delaware Hockey Night TV. Can you believe it, Mike?
I'll tell you,
what started 5-6 seasons ago actually is a solo internet radio broadcast. Now we're in high definition.
Well, that's great, and that's really fantastic, and what a nice experience for the fans at home. Congratulations to you on a really great job.
Thank you, Mike. From going from who is this guy and what is he up to now is just it's been a lot of fun, and we look forward to keeping it going. Seahawks guilty of an icing with 8:48 to go in regulation. Interboro with a 5-2 lead over the DMA Seahawks.
You know, DMA's picked up. There's only one delta in the shots on goal race, but at the same time, most of their shots are coming from the outside, and they're pretty much being easily handled by the Interboro goalie.
Interboro has really controlled the slot area. They've relegated DMA to C and D scoring chances. They're not generating those A-B opportunities, and that's been the difference maker tonight.
It absolutely has, and you know that exhibits great discipline on part of the Interboro program to execute the game plan that they have.
It's easy to get ensnared into focusing on one player or overplaying the body, and Interboro, they've played a very disciplined game. A couple times they've crossed the line, but for the most part, they've played textbook hockey. They've stuck to their system. Everybody's doing their job.
Absolutely, and you know, to your point, even though Henry has been the key guy, they've still kept in their positional spots on the ice, which is real key.
Davis looking for space. Angled to the far wall by Evelyn Hill. Hill now the forechecker on Carmine Esposito. Esposito finds Rhodes. Centering pass to Davis, accelerating up the middle. Here comes Justin Davis. In he comes, backhand shot. Looked like it bounced off the post. Marvel did make the save, but the whistle of Steve Cannon sounded shortly thereafter. And James Saint-Fleur is off for hooking with 7:37 to go in regulation. So Chris Heightshouse has to break out the pen for the first time. Here in the third period. And a Colonial Motors power play is upon the Interboro Buccaneers, looking to pad their 5-2 lead. DMA penalty, assessed to number 7, James Saint-Fleur. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes, 23 seconds in the third period. Saint-Fleur, 2 for hooking at 9:23. Henry checks Bridges off the puck amid a fast break up the right wing boards. Puck is deflected into the rafters and out of play with 6 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the third period. Colonial Motors celebrating over 25 years in the automotive industry in Central Delaware, and they feature a vast array of pre-owned cars perfect for every purpose and budget. Visit one of their 3 convenient Central Delaware locations, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com. Davis, net front backhand, all the time and space in the world, but too much loft. Davis gets the puck back, puts one on a tee net front, trying to feed the Geo Rhodes, but that was canceled out on the doorstep by DMA's Dave Hoffman. Brian Rhodes holding the right point. To Geo below the net, give and go. The shot from 15 feet at the bottom edge of the right circle, blocked by Marvel. Linker winds up center point, waffle boarded by Marvel into the back glass. Brian Rhodes sweeps for the puck, but he can't make clean contact with it from the dot. Geo maintains, 40 seconds to go on this Interboro power play. Puck cleared out of the hot kitchen by Hoffman. Linker recovers at center. Linker back in up the right dots, winds up from 35. Marvel with the stick save. He gathers the puck in for the stoppage with 6 minutes and a few ticks left in the third.
Tell you, James, real good patience on that power play. Interboro got that puck. They took a look. They moved it around, and they had 4 really good opportunities with shots. Great saves by the DMA goalkeeper.
Marvel certainly doing his share of the heavy lifting, but DMA maintains, or rather I should say Interboro maintains a 3-goal lead. DMA hasn't really been able to figure out Connor Pilla, but he's had a lot of help in front, keeping DMA outside the dots and minimizing their high-quality chances. An icing with 5:41 to go will give the Seahawks an attacking zone face-off. Flower will be able to rejoin the ranks in 4 seconds. And the face-off is to Pilla's near side. Saint-Fleur back on. Geo Rhodes works the puck behind the back of Hoffman, but Rhodes couldn't handle it. Brian Rhodes couldn't, so Saint-Fleur slams it back in over the Interboro line, plus 25 feet. Henry and his stellar stick handling, taking Justin Davis out of the play before gaining center and working the puck low into the Interboro zone. He had to gain that red line to avoid the icing, but then from there, his Seahawks were able to re-enter. Saint-Fleur offering aid to DiPiero. Pushes the puck up the right dots toward Henry, who was slowed up at the blue line, as that Interboro defensive core is pretty well switching into a trap almost here with inside 5 minutes to go, Mike.
Yes, indeed. They're protecting the center of the rink, and they're really maintaining good position inside their defensive zone.
Saint-Fleur shot from the right point, blocked and kicked out to neutral territory where Noelle Curry recovers at the far wall. She heads back to her own line. Puck advanced by Hoffman in over the Interboro stripe, leading to a Henry shot. And back to the power play. Go the Buccaneers. Damian Davis off for roughing, 12:45 into the third period. So Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time. For the Buccaneers. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Henry below the net, sets up a Beeman shot, deflected wide, and the rebound is cleared out. Interboro penalty, assessed to number 15, Damian Davis. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes 45 seconds in the third period. Davis 2 for roughing at 12:45. We keep an eye on Marvel. 3.5 minutes to go. Power play on for the next minute 20. DMA with a 3-goal deficit. The quality chances have been few and far between. And Beeman was a good 1.5 miles offside on the entry. Just really poor timing from DMA, and that's a rarity from them.
Yeah, it is. They're usually pretty strong in moving the puck into the zone. And one other item with the good positioning of Interboro is they're just getting that puck out of the zone and icing it on the penalty kill. Forces DMA to come back up a big rink.
3.5 minutes to go. This puck is cleared by Linker off the far glass all the way up ice, which in the high school classification they're able to do on the penalty kill.
Yeah, I like that because I think they know when they need to ice it and when they don't. And it makes better plays at the blue lines too with the offside issues.
McCann gains center before flipping the puck up the near boards. It rolls into the near corner of the Interboro zone. Henry chases it down, passled by Bridges. Their battle for the biscuit migrates to the corner. Beeman to McCann. Henry couldn't chase it down on the corner. He's been kept wide, and Bridges failed to clear. Linker looks to wind up. He's challenged by Beeman, and he punches this puck through traffic up the right wing boards. In behind the DMA goal again with 2:35 to go in regulation. Interboro with a 5-2 lead over DMA in the 2022 DHSHL Championship game. Andrew Henry pinned to the far corner by a pair of Interboro defenders. Rhodes and Linker kept him there. McCann wobbles one in from the right point. Puck bounces off the end boards, is loose, chased by Hoffman. Left to the left point, a slap shot from long range, and Joey DiPiero. And play is halted as DMA controls the rebound. Looked like Hoffman took an awkward tumble into the boards, either caught his ankle and fell or went headlong in.
Yeah, it's a good sign. He's up and skating on his own power back to the DMA bench.
Always a good sign, and Dave Hoffman, great kid.
Absolutely. You never want to see anybody get injured in any game. Play hard, play strong, but be safe all the time. But it's a tough game, so things happen once in a while.
They absolutely do. Now the face-off came outside the blue line.
Yeah, that
as
was
a result because the
DMA player who was in the attacking zone caused a stoppage. So the play comes outside.
Territory can't be gained or maintained when the stoppage is your fault, or your doing, we should say.
Well, when you're the attacking team, that is correct.
We're down to the final 100 seconds of the game. We thank Mike Bonnick for hanging out with us.
It was a great time tonight. I really enjoyed it.
And we'll take you from here through the home stretch. Davis through the slot, stood up by Saint-Fleur. Rhodes tries to regain the puck. It's stolen from him and wristed free by Danny Garvin up the far boards, corralled by the other number 12, Carmine Esposito. And now the DMA net is empty. Extra attacker is on with 70 seconds to go. Henry back to his line. An empty net 45 feet behind him. Henry dances his way past Brian Rhodes. Up the right dots he comes. Henry kept wide on his way in. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Rhodes through traffic. Shot. Dropping to the butterfly Anthony. Rather, that was Jonathan Garvin who dropped down to fill Marvel's role and make the save. I don't know if he gets credit for his save or if that's just a garden variety block, but with 37 seconds, time is pretty well run out for DMA. Holding the left point, Bowers Smith, challenged by Beeman, rolls the puck in. It bounced off the end boards. Henry took his time, floated it up the left wing wall. Pushed forward by Hoffman, deep into the Interboro end. Cleared high by Rhodes. Final 13 seconds of the game. Hoffman slapper. Saint-Fleur couldn't finish on the doorstep. Saint-Fleur leaves the puck to Henry again. Shot from the far half wall intercepted. This is flipped forward by Rhodes. And that will do it, friends. The Interboro Buccaneers are the 2022 Delaware High School Hockey League champions. We'll take a pause here on Delaware Hockey Night. We will be back with a look at the 3 stars of the game and the post-game ceremonies. Don't go anywhere. Delaware Hockey Night presented by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter. We'll be right back. Post-game handshake line at center right now, and we'll take you back inside the glass for the 3 stars of the game presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky and the post-game ceremonies here at the Patriot Ice Center. Fans, it's time for tonight's 3 stars of the game. Tonight's 3rd star for the Interboro Buccaneers, backstopping them to a 32 save performance, number 32, Connor Pilla. The 2nd star of the game with 2 assists for Interboro, number 15, Damian Davis. And the number 1 star of the game with 2 goals for the Interboro Buccaneers, number 6, Gio Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for a terrific game between these 2 great teams and a great season all around. And players, let's return the favor. A hand for your families, your friends who have shown their support for you all season long. Thank you, fans. Thank you, families. Now we turn our attention to ice level for the introduction of the runners-up in the 2022 Delaware High School Hockey League season, the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks. Ladies and gentlemen, when I call your name, please come forward to receive your silver medal. Awards presented tonight by DHSHL President Nicole Polisano. Number 4, Alessandro Sanchez. Number 5, Noel Curry. Number 7, James Saffleur. Number 8, Evelyn Hill. Number 11, Colin Beeman. Number 12, Danny Garvin. Number 13, Dave Hoffman. Number 16, Christian Sanchez. Number 21, Jonathan Garvin. Number 22, Liam Bouchard. Number 28, Joey DiPiero. Number 35, Justin Marvel. Number 88, Marina McCann. Number 97, Hunter Rice. And captain number 2, Andrew Henry. Congratulations to the DHSHL runners-up, the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks. Buccaneers had some anxious moments on Thursday, but you pulled out the overtime win to get here. And after your 5-2 victory tonight over DMA, you've rightfully earned the championship. Players, when I call your name, please see Nicole for your gold medal. Number 6, Gio Rhodes. Number 7, Justin Davis. Number 11, William Pizoniak. Number 12, Carmine Esposito. Number 21, Anthony Allegrini. Number 24, Colin Bauer-Smith. Number 32, Connor Pilla. Number 34, Brian Rhodes. Number 35, Andrew Henderson. Number 40, Landon Ford. Number 41, Gabe Reefer. Number 52, Brett Linker. Number 96, Dominic DiNapoli. Number 97, Chase Sammartino. Alternate captain, number 2, Ryan Barrett. Alternate captain, number 15, Damian Davis. And captain number 28, Bobby Bridges. The Interboro Buccaneers We'll wait for Bobby. As Bobby completes the handshake line, we ask Andrew Henry to come forward to receive the runner-up trophy, along with the other DMA captains. Andrew and Evelyn, congratulations on runner-up honors this season. Bobby, don't go too far. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 DHSHL runners-up, the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks, and the 2022 DHSHL champions, the Interboro Buccaneers. So the Interboro Buccaneers convert as the top seed, beating DMA 5-2. And Mike, before we part, what great sportsmanship from both teams. So nice to see.
You know, it was a great night for high school hockey. And in the world we live in, it was really great, really awesome. For a game that meant a lot, it was well played, lots of discipline, and at the end, everybody shook one another's hands. And I know DMA is sad they lost, but they had a great season, and, you know, they'll go on and do great things as individuals, that's for sure. And congratulations to Interboro, who's been at the top all year and earned it. They had a big overtime win the other night, came back and earned the victory tonight to be the champions.
Mike, we've both watched games, skated games with all of these players, and these are some absolutely quality individuals.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the great thing is they have an opportunity to play a great game, and I know each and every one of them appreciate it, and they certainly love it. And you know, on the other side of that equation is the coaching staff for each organization.
Tom Aikens, Joe D'Angelo, their staffs, they've done a great job with these kids.
They have, and you know, to bring them this far and work through a season, which is a long season, they've done a really nice job. So lots of credit goes to those folks, and of course to all the parents and people who support these players day in and day out on sometimes many teams. They certainly deserve a huge round of applause, and thank you for the support they give to their children that play this great game.
And Mike Bonnick, a special thank you to you for the support that you give the game of hockey, both in your role actively as an official and in helping teach new officials how to carry on in your mission. And a special thank you to hanging out with me here in the booth tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Let's do it again sometime.
It has, and thank you for the kind words regarding contributions. You likewise. And maybe I found my new career when I retire. Maybe you'll have me come back into this booth and we'll do some
when
other
you retire
play. Oh, I've never retired yet, but you know, it's next year. I'm thinking of shooting for 40 years of officiating, then I'll retire. And maybe you'll have a spot for me in the booth.
There's always a spot for you in the booth, Mike, but promise me one thing. Let's at least make sure we skate another game together.
We will, and make sure we get those ribs up here and the barbecue.
Oh, absolutely. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, great.
For Mike Bonnick, for Kevin Christensen, James Witherite, thanking you all for your company. Delaware Hockey Night is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications, all rights reserved. And that brings Scholastic Hockey in 2022 to its conclusion. Until September, dear friends, James Witherite signing off. Thanks so much to all of you for tuning in all season long. We'll do it again come fall. Stay safe, stay healthy. One last time, the final score tonight. Interboro Buccaneers 5, Delaware Military Academy Seahawks 2. Good night from the Patriot Ice Center.